how do you see this government?
You mean the government? How?
Okay, like bad governments and good governments.
Okay. A bad government, for example, if government they are not taking care of the rulers area or they are not taking care of to work the necessary in facility, that is a bad government.
Okay, that means poor roads, no lights, no water. They are among the bad government, right?
Yes,
So in terms of all these things now, how do we avoid all these things?
good. How we can avoid this bad, like poor road, poor network, poor light, no water. For example, like some communities, I can mention some communities that this thing that you mentioned now, they are not benefiting from the government. Like a place like Amaba Ubibia, they don't have road, they don't have light, they don't have water, no hospital. Like place like Imboro, no road, no light, no water. Place like Intobe, no road, no water, nothing. Like place like Indiowa, no electricity, no water, no road. Like place like this, Amaba Ubibia, I mentioned first, no hospital in that community.
Ah, no hospital. Why? How?
Those things is not the duty of the communities to produce all those things, to provide all those things. Those are the work of the government.
Okay, does it mean that there is no government in that area?
There is government in that area, but there is no single person that they don't even have a TC councillor, talk less of elected councillor in that community. Now they have senator representing them. They have House of House of House of Representative representing them. They have governor that representing them. But those community that as I mentioned, there is nothing to write home about that community. Government, the face of government is not in that community. Like if you go like a place like this, Amaba Ubibia, the primary school there, you will shed tears. The roof has spoiled, nothing. The secondary school that was attracted by Colonel Moses Fasanya during military regime, that was 1998. The secondary school there is the community people that built the secondary school. And after that, Colonel Moses Fasanya, we have governor, somebody that have from that the same local government as a governor for 8 years. Not he did not even remember that community, that Ubibia High School. Like now they have many governors. I think they have up 2 governors plus the sitting one, and that is 3 governors. If you went to that place, you will shed tears on them and on those communities, even the secondary school. But the only person that remember that secondary school and that community is Senator Mao Uwabunwa. When that man was a senator, though he didn't serve long as a senator, he didn't even complete his first term as a senator. I think he did senator for only 2 years and some months. It's not even up to 3 years.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you. What happened? Why did he serve for 2 years or something? Because I heard you mention that he didn't finish his tenure or something. So what happened?
You didn't even allow me to talk before you asked that question. Eh? So I will come for that later. But
Okay.
let me just say something. Like now, the only senator that remember this community, that Ubibia High School, is Senator Mao Uhabunwa. He give that school science equipment, laptop, generator, not even all the that is the complete what do they call it, where you can do your printing, everything. I don't know how you normally call it. So he's the only man that he's the only person that visited that secondary school. He brings it and he gives some people free education. I think I have one or two people that can mention that he give free education. And he said that he is the man that promised when he went back to second time, because he entered the community, he did not send anybody. He entered that community. He said, by God's grace, if God help him to go back the second term, that he will make sure all the light. There is one electricity project that Senator Mao attracted at Ndiowa. So since he left the office, that project, the transformer has already been fixed, but they haven't stepped down the light. I don't know how they normally call it in that place. But he promised that when he went back again, you make sure that he bring boreholes in that community. The community, they don't have boreholes, but he just that this Senator Mao, he visited that community late and he was sharing tears. He said, why is it that the government they abandoned this community?
Okay, was that Mao from all those communities that you just mentioned? Was he from there?
He's not from that community, but that community is part of his constituency.
Okay.
Like presently now, why I'm saying this is that I just use this opportunity to plead that the sitting governor, he's a good man, he's a good person. Let the sitting governor visit Amaba Ubibia. If he cannot visit, let him send people to go and verify all the things that I mentioned. Or the sitting senator representing the Abia North to visit that community. Or even the House of Rep member. He can send delegate. I know sometimes they may feel somehow to visit that community, but they can send delegate to visit those community and to check if those community they don't have road. Amaba Ubibia, they don't have good road, they don't have electricity, they don't have borehole, they don't have hospital, they don't have market. All the 4 communities entirely, there is no any face of government in that community, and that community they need help. And I use this opportunity, I ask for the government, both the federal, the state, and the local, they should help the community. They should go for the rescue of this community.
Okay. Thank you, Judy. At least our fans are here to help us, and thank God that what we are saying, everybody is hearing it, and I hope they will do something about it.
I know maybe as I say this in, some of them they will begin haunt me in one way or the other, but I will leave a word to them. I know that this message will go viral. They should not hunt for my life. Though I'm not afraid of death. I know man only die once. But since the community, those communities, they don't have voice, I believe as God used me to deliver this message to those in power, they should use their power to help those communities, to bring a good development, to attract government face, government project in that community. Because that community, there Amaba Ubibia, there is secondary school there. If you went there, the secondary school there was built by the indigenous of those community. The fathers, the mothers from that community, they are the ones that contributed money, contributed sand, contributed block to build that school. Now let the federal government and the state government, they should look into this community. Those in federal, they should use their federal connection to attract project to revive that secondary school and the primary school back, and to bring more good waters, good infrastructure in that community.
Okay, thank you very much, UD. At least government is hearing you, everybody is hearing you, and I hope they will do something about it. Thank you.
God bless you.